Hello students, in this video I am going to explain you from 10th standard NCERT exercise 3.5 in that question number 2. So the question is, for which values of a and b does the following pair of linear equations have an infinite number of solutions? So for which value of a and b, so here they given a and b, and here our main variables are x and y, you can see here. Then for which value of a and b, so here they are not given the, in second equation they are not given the coefficient of x in terms of real numbers, and here coefficient of y also they are not given in real numbers, and here also constant they are not given completely. Then for what values of a and b, these two equations will have infinite many solutions they have asked, and we know the condition for infinite number of solutions for linear equations in two variables. So let us write that condition. Before writing condition, we will write these two equations in general form. That is 2x plus 3y, and 7 bring this side because ax plus by plus c should be the general form. So this is our equation 1, and this is a minus bx plus a plus by. Bring these all things because when you put the values of a and b, you will get what? Constant. So that will be, if you bring this plus 3a this side, it will be minus 3a, plus b will be minus b, plus minus 2 will be plus 2 equals to 0. So we can see that this is our a1, this is our b1, and this is our c1. Then this is our a1, this complete a plus b will be b1, that is what? Quotient of y. So whatever it will be, that will be quotient of y. And this complete minus 3a minus b plus 2 is what our, c2, because already we have taken here a1, b1, c1. Now condition for infinite many solutions is what? So you can write condition for infinite number of solutions is what? a1 upon a2 should be equals to b1 upon b2 should be equals to c1 upon c2. As they given, the following pair of equations have an infinite many solutions, means a1 is equals to a2, b1 equals to b2, and c1 equals to c2. So here a1 is what? Quotient of x in first equation, b1 is a quotient of y in first equation, c1 is a constant of first equation. This is our equation number 1. Let us take, and this be the equation number 2. Then a2 is what? Quotient of x in second equation, b2 is quotient of y in second equation, and c2 is a constant of second equation. So put the values of these all things. So our a1 is 2 upon a2 is a minus b equals to b1 is 3 and b2 is a plus b equals to c1 is what? Minus 7 upon c2 is what? Minus 3a minus b plus 2. So we need to find a and b here. So these are two variables, two variables. So we need here two equations to be solved. So let us form two equations. I'm going to equate these two, so I'll get one equation. Next I'm going to equate this two, I'll get one more equation. And if I equate these two, I'll get one more equation. As I need only two equations, I will equate these two and these two. You can, instead of these two, you can equate these two and last and first. So let us start. So 2a minus b equals to 3a, a plus b. So solve this. This will be what? 2 into a plus b equals to 3 into a minus b. So this will be 2a plus 2 into b is 2b equals to 3a minus 3 into b is 3b. So you can solve this. So what we'll get here? 2a plus 2b minus 3a plus 3b. So I have taken these two, this side equals to 0, because I am going to form here linear equations into variable. So this will be what? Minus a, and this is what? Plus 5b equals to 0. This is our equation 1. Next I am going to equate these two. So 3 upon a plus b equals to minus 7 upon minus 3 minus b plus 2. So I'm going to cross multiply and solve this. So minus 3a minus b plus 2 into 3 equals to minus 7 into a plus b. Solve this, multiply these 3 with each term of the bracket. 3 3s are 9, plus minus is minus a, 3 into b is 3b, plus minus is minus, 3 2s are 6, plus is, sign is plus. So 7 into a is 7a, minus plus is minus, 7 into b is 7b, minus plus is minus. So solve this. So bring these to this side. So minus 9a minus 3b plus 6 as it is. So minus 7a will be plus 7a, minus 7 will be plus 7b equals to 0. So this is minus 2a, then 7b minus 3b is plus 4b, and this is what? Plus 6 equals to 0. So this is our equation 2 here. So we are going to find out the value of a and b by cross multiplication method. So as we know, this is our first variable a, this is second b is the second variable, and here constant is 0, here constant is 6. So this is our a1, that's minus 1, this is our b1, and this is our c1. Now this is our a2, this is our b2, and this plus 6 is our c2. So as we know in cross multiplication method, how we are going to solve? Here variables are a and b, so we are going to take a, b, and here 1. So next we are going to arrange how? b1, c1, a1, and again b1. b1 is 5, c1 is 0, and a1 is minus 1, quotient of a here, and again b1, that is a. Again here b2 is 4, c2 is 6, a2 is minus 2, and again 4. So now I want to calculate a. So what I am going to do? 6 5s are 30 minus 4 zeros are 0 equals to b equals to, so forget this, 0 into minus 2 is 0, minus 6 1s are 6, plus minus is minus, equals to 1 upon 1 4s are 4, plus minus is minus, subtract 5 2s are 10, and minus 10 it is. So a upon 30 equals to b upon minus minus plus, that's plus 6 equals to 1 upon, here it is 4 minus 4, minus minus 10 here, so minus 4, minus minus is plus, so it is what? 6. So next we are going to find out the value of a and b. It is asked, you can see that for which values of a and b does the following pair of linear equations have infinite number of solutions. So here you have to equate this a by 30, with 1 upon 6. So a will be what here? 30 will go there, 30 upon 6, 30 will, so a will be what? 6 5s are 30, and b is what? b upon 6 equals to 1 upon 6. So 6 will go here, so b equals to 6 upon 6, so b equals to 1. So I have solved in one page only to avoid confusion. So you can pause the video and you can note down the solution.